Welcome back. Week 3 of the Chop House podcast. It is still your host, Tristan.
And Colin.
Yep. We did not practice that. We should have. Still somewhere live in Columbia. It's Panic and Ian's apartment, but it's still somewhere in Columbia.
Minus Ian a little bit, but
yeah.
we still have B-Man. That's what
matters. Ian's back in Tokyo, so no worry for his. I mean, expert pick'ems though. He did have the best record.
7-3.
Yeah, by one, but yeah, best is the best, nonetheless. This episode, we're really striving for efficiency. I think we went a little overboard last time, huh?
Yeah, long episode, man. I still think it was a little quality, but nobody's watching all that. Nobody's watching all that.
No. All right. So we're going for straight quality and efficiency. Efficiency. That's the theme of this episode, huh? Location. All right. So obviously, we're still Mizzou students, so we'll kick it off with the Mizzou Louisiana game. Really not trying to waste your time here. It should be a slaughter. I don't think it's going to be very close.
Yeah, if Matt Zollers is not playing by the fourth quarter, something's going wrong. If not earlier.
Yeah, Mizzou, though, ranked finally. Like I said, I've been calling for it, so maybe they listened to me. I don't think they did. But
you think they saw the pod?
I'm sure I have influence. Yeah, I'm a credible source.
I'd say so.
I'm now a sports journalist. I had my first article out.
Go check it out. Royals analyst.
I mean, straight Royals analyst. Shoutout B-Man. He's a Royals fan. So that was strictly for him. But, I guess straight into pick'ems this week, huh?
Absolutely.
All right, B-Man. Break it down.
Okay, all right. For our first game, we got a little East Carolina, Coastal Carolina matchup.
Out of the Carolinas, I'm feeling teal. Let's go teal. I really couldn't tell you why. I followed neither team, but I feel like Coastal Carolina typically, year in and year out, probably puts a better product on the field than East Carolina. East Carolina has the occasional solid team, but go teal.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. Just kind of same reason. I'm not watching either team on a regular basis, but Coastal I feel like you hear about more just in talks. And looks like they lost 48-7 against Virginia week 1, but I don't
Coastal?
care. Yeah, Coastal.
Oh.
But I'm still going to ride with Coastal.
Oh, my Lord. Yeah. Oh, no. Is this a bad pick? Coastal is playing at home, though.
No, you locked it in. Coastal.
Okay. Up next, we got an SEC battle. Arkansas at 17th ranked Ole Miss.
Ooh.
I can take this if you want.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Ole Miss bounce back. That's what I'm thinking here. I think they come out hard, ready to play, and they take down Arkansas.
You know what? I'm gonna have to go with the Hogs. I'm just a fan. I mean, just looking at what they got here. Starter quarterback. I can't remember his first name. Green is Taylor. I mean, 561 yards. I mean, essentially their leading stats. I mean, I'm looking at it here. It's very close on either one. So I feel like I'm gonna take Arkansas. Ole Miss did not play well. They were at home.
Yeah, not to buy my bounce back pick. They didn't lose to Kentucky, but Kentucky's probably the worst team in the SEC, and they only won by 7 as a ranked team. So
I'm gonna take Arkansas. I think Arkansas. They're a talented roster, and I think that they have enough to beat Ole Miss, even in Mississippi. Yeah. I'm gonna take the Hogs.
All right. Up next, we got the backyard brawl with Pittsburgh going to West Virginia to take on the Mountaineers.
Honestly, I'm just taking Pitt just because of Larry Fitzgerald. That's the only reason why. I mean, I know I'm a big Larry guy. You know this.
Yes.
Love me some Larry. I don't care what the analytics say. I'm taking Pitt.
Okay. I have to go with Pitt as well. West Virginia just lost to Ohio. Shout out Ike Ackerman.
Wait, like Ohio, like the Cats, Ohio.
Like the Bearcats. Yeah, and then shout out Ike. He's my boy from high school.
He's not gonna watch, too.
He is. He's watching.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, no.
I think so.
Yeah. I mean, I just like how quiet the room got when you said shout out Ike. Yeah, your shout outs don't hit like my shout outs.
Okay, I'm sorry. Next.
All right, up next we got Wisconsin going down south to take on 19th ranked Alabama.
I gotta take Bama. Last time I was this confident in Bama. Well, I wasn't that confident in Bama against Florida State, but I still picked them, and they lost. But I don't think Wisconsin's ready for SEC play yet. I don't think at this point. If it was colder and they were up north, maybe Wisconsin takes that. I think Wisconsin has a great atmosphere overall. Shout out my girl Gianna. I know you're at Wisconsin, but nah, we're going Bama.
Yeah, I'm not gonna think about it too much. Going Bama. I'm thinking a bounce back for them. At some point, I think that first game was really just like a hit in the mouth, something that was like a wake-up call. And I don't think they're going to take another L at home.
Up next, we got Vanderbilt taking on 11th ranked South Carolina.
By the way, Bama didn't lose at home. They lost in Tallahassee.
I realized that. It's just bad wording.
Hey, it's all good. High five. Sorry, who was it?
It's okay. Vanderbilt taking on 11th ranked South Carolina.
Cox.
What?
And Vandy. Vandy?
That is the team. Yes.
Vandy's scrappy, you know. Vandy's scrappy, but I think at the end of the day, South Carolina still works hard. So I feel like we got to go with the Gamecocks, who come here next week. And speaking of that, hopefully game day comes next week too.
It's a possibility.
I'm hoping for it. I'm praying for it. I'm pulling for it.
I think it definitely helps showing with SEC Nation coming in for Kansas. I felt like Mizzou fans showed out pretty well. I think that'll
including myself. I was there.
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah.
Boots on the ground.
Hey. Shout out T-Man.
Shout out
T-Man.
Shout out T-Man. Yeah, there is a vlog on the Instagram, by the way, if you want to go see that. Yeah. Sorry, your pick.
You picked the Cox?
I did pick.
I will also ride the Cox with you.
What?
I still think Lenora Sellers has a shot to be the Heisman this year. And yeah, I'm not going to think about it too much. Let's go South Carolina.
All right, up next, we got 12th ranked Clemson taking on Georgia Tech.
Another scrappy team in Georgia Tech. I mean, they always put together a solid roster. I'm just a fan of Georgia Tech. I couldn't tell you why I'm a big fan of Georgia Tech, but I always tend to like them. I like to cheer for them on a year-to-year basis. I like the little car thing that they do. Who's the home team?
Georgia Tech.
I think that gives Tech a little bit better of a chance. I mean, Clemson hasn't looked great. They came out flat against Troy. They were down 14-0 before they scored, I think, 28 unanswered, or whatever it was.
Something like that.
So, I think it'll be a close one, but I'm going to pick Clemson. I did say Klubnik was my Heisman pick. I think this is the game where he gets back on track. So, I'm going to go Clemson in a close one, yes.
Side note, this is the first time in 3 years that the whiteout game is coming back to Georgia Tech.
Oh, so even more of an atmosphere.
I want to pick Georgia Tech so bad here, but like I agree with like a lot just to disagree with you, just so I can have like a leg up on you if they do win.
Well, actually, if we're looking at them, Georgia Tech's predicted to win this game.
Really?
Yeah, Clemson's only favored by 2.5. ESPN.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You said who's Clemson's favored?
Clemson's favored, but Georgia Tech, the 59.9 to
Oh, the FBI shit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know about that.
Clemson's only a 2.5.
Georgia Tech hasn't really played anyone, though. Like, I don't really consider Colorado to be, like, a high-level team right now. Like, they're going to roll with a third-string starting quarterback this week, so I don't know how you can judge them. And I agree with Klubnik kind of being the player that we expected him to be at the start of the season, starting this week. So, I'll take Clemson.
Okay. I think it's close. Emphasize that.
We got a big South rivalry in Florida at number 3 LSU.
Where are they?
At
Is
LSU.
it at LSU?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the real Death Valley because they won.
Yeah, that's true.
I think Florida's going to come out with some energy because they lost to USF last week, an unranked USF last week, but now they're ranked. But nonetheless, I think LSU. I think their defense is the most complete it's looked in a long time, and to add to a functional offense, Brian Kelly got them boys rolling right now. Still don't like him as a person, but good coach right now. So let's roll with the Tigers.
Yeah, I think this one's more of a toss-up than like a lot of people will think.
Okay.
Because LSU only beat Louisiana Tech by 23-7 last week. Not a good showing, and they barely beat Clemson, who has looked not very good in their first 2 weeks either.
They did beat Clemson in Clemson though.
And yeah, that's true. And then the South Florida loss. I mean, pending this week, and we'll talk about it in a second. But South Florida could legitimately be just like a very good team this season.
Right.
So with that said, I am going to take Florida with this one.
Really?
Upset. Sometimes you got to make a bold pick, and I feel like out of the games this week.
This guy wants to talk about bold picks. He never picks the upset.
This I just did. This is gonna go Florida's way.
Okay. Sure. Go Tigers. Go ahead, B-Man.
All right, we got another SEC matchup in 6th ranked Dogs going to Tennessee to take on the 15th ranked Vols.
Look, atmosphere is going to be great. Let's just get it there. Get it out there. That's what I have to say.
Just get there.
Words are hard.
Yeah, I agree.
Look, B-Man and I were talking a little bit off camera. He says he thinks the Vols got it. gonna have to agree with them. I'm gonna roll with the Vols. I got a feeling this week. Georgia really hasn't played anybody, so you can't really judge them based on their past performance. I really don't know if Tennessee's played. No, Tennessee hasn't played anybody either, but they did play Syracuse.
You don't like Syracuse?
I did like Syracuse, but
Did you pick Syracuse?
I did pick Syracuse.
Yeah, I remember that.
But Georgia's played Marshall and Austin P.
Yeah, so marginally, Tennessee's played more.
I'm gonna roll with the Vols in a close one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And kind of for like the opposite reasons, or the same reasons, I'd say, I'm gonna ride with Georgia. Close game, but I think the defense for Georgia just outweighs Tennessee's defense, and I think Gunnar Stockton has done just enough to carry the offense this season. And Tennessee's quarterback Joey Aguilar, I believe, I think that he'll be rattled even though they are home. I think this goes the Bulldogs' way.
Okay. For our first game, our two-part game of the week, we got 16th Texas A&M taking on 8th ranked Notre Dame.
Notre Dame already had a bye week, odd schedule, but ND's weird like that.
Mm-hmm.
But A&M, they haven't looked amazing through 2 games in my opinion. They're playing in Notre Dame, or South Bend. I think I'm gonna roll with the Irish and touchdown Jesus in this one. I think ND only lost by 3 in Miami, didn't play their best game. So I'm gonna take the Irish. I think they bounce back. I think they play hard, and I think they're ready to go this week.
Mm-hmm.
That's my belief.
Yeah, it's so hard to judge just off that one game for Notre Dame so far because it's against Miami, who is a really good team.
Who has been good so far. Yes.
Yeah, but I think so. I'm gonna ride with A&M. Defer with you. I really like Marcel Reed, great quarterback. And while their defense hasn't looked great, I'd say their offense has looked like one of the best in the country so far through their first 2 games. Granted, they haven't played anyone really, but I think Notre Dame's offense doesn't really move me enough. I think their defense is really solid, but at the end of the day, I think it'll be a close game, but A&M will edge them out.
Jeremiah Love is still with the Irish, isn't he?
Yeah.
So, you got arguably...
Great running game, yeah.
Yeah, if they play their cards right, I'm going to take the Irish.
No,
I already did. So,
I
just be honest.
that.
You're picking A&M because of Do Perfect. Let's just be honest.
It's what?
You're picking A&M because of Do Perfect.
Are they A&M guys?
Yeah, they're A&M guys. You don't know that?
I had no idea. I didn't know DP was into A&M.
What?
Let's move on. Let's move on.
For the second leg of the doubleheader for game of the week, we've got a Florida battle. 18th ranked South Florida taking on 5th ranked.
I wanted this as the game of the week so bad because I already know all week. Because Colin last week, I said USF had a fighting chance against Florida. He told me no. He thought it was going to be a blowout. So this week, now that they're ranked, I have to pick South Florida. There's no way I can't pick South Florida. I don't care where they are. If they win this game, they would have beaten 3 straight top 25 opponents to start their schedule, and they don't play anybody else the rest of the year. So realistically, they could be a playoff team because of that. Does that mean that they're probably getting smacked in the playoffs? Probably, but I think that they win this game just because they're riding high. They're still in Florida. They got a fan base with them. Miami's look good, but I don't think Miami can handle the Longhorns. Not the real ones.
Longhorns? I honestly didn't know that's what they were.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, same reason. I am so glad we were doing this for doubleheader game of the week.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, go check out the reel where me and Ian got pied in the face in our loss for Pick'ems this past week. But I really want to do this because there is no way USF continues their streak. I think Miami doesn't. I'm not going to say kill again because that's too strong of words. But Miami will beat USF. Carson Beck has looked good. And although I am a Byron Brown believer, I got to ride with the Canes.
Gotta ride with the I'm just saying, man. USF. Sometimes you gotta believe. You gotta believe in love after dark.
Yeah, but you can't believe every week. Come on, man.
What
it's gotta
kind
stop
of
somewhere.
mindset is that? That is terrible.
It's a realistic mindset.
Really?
You have too much hope.
No.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that we disagree then. Hopefully USF wins. We're gonna do the pie punishment one more time. We were talking about this, so because it's double. If we split, we each get a pie. If it's a sweep, obviously, it's 2 pies to one person. But after that, we need ideas on a new thing to do. because we're kind of tired of the pie. Like, we've both been pied once. It's very sticky.
It's sticky and it seeps into the pores, guys. So if you have any ideas, just drop them in the comments.
Yeah, it makes the hair soft.
I argue the hair is the worst part.
But it makes the hair soft.
Okay.
Because, like, you got to shampoo to get all the stuff out, and then you got to, like, condition.
Sure. Yeah.
Why are you the way that you are?
I don't like the cream in my hair.
I didn't say I liked it there. I said it made your hair soft.
There was no benefit to having the cream by punishment. Okay. Are we done with college, Pick'em?
Yeah, do you want to move on?
Yeah, we can move on to
Yeah.
NFL.
All right. So, Commanders and Packers already played.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on that game?
We both picked Washington.
Yeah.
Look, Green Bay's a scary team. I think it's the most complete that they've looked in a long time. And that's unfortunate because I'm a Bears fan. I really don't like to see Green Bay succeed. Like, there's not one franchise that boils my blood more in the entirety of sports than Green Bay. Their fans are irritating. They're nauseating. They're just awful. There's nothing good about Green Bay. There's nothing good about Wisconsin. I genuinely don't like their success. With that being said, they're a really good football team, but the wide receiver core is already getting hurt. So,
which is insane to how they're still crushing these teams right now, really high level teams, without much of an offense. It's still a solid offense, but it's not like it's one of the best units in the league. Even I mean,
Love has looked good. I don't think he's looked great. I don't think he's been this.
He hasn't had a turnover yet this year, has he?
I don't think so, but
that was a big problem last season.
Yeah, because he started turning the ball over a lot. But this is the problem though. They look good a lot in the middle and the start, and then they kind of fall off. So, and I'm okay with that. So ideally, I don't really care if they fall off. But overall, I don't think Washington looked great. I mean, McLaurin still hasn't really been involved yet, and that could be because he hasn't been in camp, so he's getting it back, and he'll probably have a mid-season. I mean, he's too good of a receiver at this point to continue at the rate that he's at. But I mean, the pass rush of Green Bay, they're a lot better. They're winning the trenches, and they're going to be a hard team to beat. They're like Michigan when they won. Michigan, they controlled the trenches when they won the national championship. They had so many 5-stars on both sides of the line. Washington couldn't handle that.
Yep.
So, those are my thoughts. I don't know if you had anything to add. I went on a little bit.
I mean, I didn't really. You pretty much covered everything we needed to for a game that's already happened.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So for the pick'ems, we got Giants, Cowboys.
I did see the ESPN headline today saying, does New York give Dallas some problems? I'm going to say yes. I think New York gives Dallas problems. Do I think Dallas wins? Yes. But I think New York's pass rush is definitely going to help them defensively. They have a solid defense. It may not be amazing, but they're solid. I think it's a rivalry game. The rookies are going to be fired up on New York side, like Abdul Carter. I think he's going to be fired up. It's a big game. He's going to want to show what he can do. Dallas really didn't impress me last week. Yes, the game was close, but they didn't impress me. So I think Dallas wins. I think it's a close game.
Mm-hmm. It's a divisional game. I think, especially NFC East, those games are never really going to be blowouts, I feel. And while, I don't think Cowboys really impressed, they kept it close despite having not a good game. And I think a lot of that really wasn't on Dak. He ended with 188 passing yards, but could have easily been 100 more. I don't know. CD had 6 drops alone, but there was more drops than just that. They could have won that game easily. And their defense looks not improved this season, but there were some games last season where they were getting absolutely just blown out, and their defense looked horrible. Yeah. Trayvon has looked pretty good on the boundary, and I think that the Giants really just don't have enough weapons. And Russell Wilson looked bad.
He did not look good, no.
And I'm not really thinking that there's going to be much of a bounce back at this point in his career.
Okay.
All right, up next we got the Seahawks going to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
Yeah. I'm going to take Pittsburgh. I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory if you actually watched them play last week as opposed to the Niners. The Niners are a very injured team. I don't know why this always happens to them, and they still find a way to win. Pittsburgh has a solid defense despite them giving up the points that they did to Justin Fields and the Jets. I am proud of my boy Justin, though, even though you don't know me. I know you. So I'm going to have to take Pittsburgh in this one. I think Aaron looked great, and I just think that the defense is going to give – is it Darnold?
Yeah, Darnold. He didn't look great week 1.
I think it's going to give Darnold some fits.
Yeah. I agree. I was on the Darnold train to end the season last year for Minnesota, but after seeing that week 1 performance, I think it's going to take him some time to adjust. I still think he has a future as a starter in the league, but the Steelers just look way too good in week 1.
They looked good.
Yeah, I don't even think the connection between like Rodgers and DK, Rodgers and Freiermuth is even there yet.
Yeah.
I think it was mainly just a balanced offense, really, that we haven't seen in a little while for Pittsburgh. And I think it's a pretty easy pick for that game. Steelers.
Yeah.
All right. Up next, we got the Rams taking on the Titans.
I feel like this one is another pretty solid, easy pick. I think it's LA. I think the Rams win this game pretty easily. I mean, again, a really good young defensive pass rush. A lot of energy. A lot of players that can make Devontae Puka, I think, is still playing despite the concussion concerns. So, I mean, you have 2 elite receivers on either side. And Stafford looked good. And, I mean, they beat Houston. So, Houston.
It was a very low-scoring game, but they pulled out the win.
Yeah, I mean, I think Tennessee's going to play better at home. Their young quarterback, obviously, they're going to play better at home. But Cam didn't look great. He looked fine. Yeah, he didn't look great. Yeah. But that's going to happen. First game. So, but I think at this point, Tennessee's still trying to figure it out. Excuse me. So I'm going to take the Rams.
I want to pick the Titans here just because I'm like a Cam Ward guy, but I think it's a little too soon for him. He's not one of those guys that's come out right away and just like burst onto the scene or anything. And he very well could have like a game 2 breakout, but I think just how many like veterans are on this Rams team and with McVay.
Yeah.
I don't think this is a game that he drops.
Okay, for sure.
Up next, we got the Bills going to New York to take on the Jets.
Ooh.
I am going to take the New York Jets. I think that Fields played well last week against a good defense. And I think that, I mean, the Bills let Henry run all over them, and the Jets' offense game plan is to establish the run. Now, am I saying Breece Hall is Derrick Henry level? No, but he's a solid back. They have solid backs. They have a very mobile quarterback. Lamar also ran for, I think, 60 yards himself last week. So I think that the Jets win in a shootout. I don't think it's going to be very close. Oh, sorry.
In a shootout?
I don't think it's going to be very low scoring. I think it's going to be a shootout, though. I think it's going to be a very high
Another high scoring one?
Another high scoring game.
First of all, this is just such a tough start for Justin Fields in a new starting position.
Okay.
Going against the Steelers, who, like, maybe a lot of people didn't think we're going to be a good team this year, but, like, I think after that Week 1 performance, you can conclude that they'll at least be what the Steelers have been.
Combined
the past
51 Pro Bowlers on their team. That's the most in the NFL.
They're different. Very old team, but they put it together in Week 1.
Right.
And now they got the Bills.
Yeah.
And Fields looked very good last week, I agree. But I don't think the Bills are losing this one. I'm riding with the Bills. Josh Allen looked about as good as you can get.
About as good as MVP can look.
Yep. And that was without establishing the run at all. Like, James Cook barely got any run. And yes, I think Breece Hall is a good back, but I like guys like Ed Oliver, AJ Epinesa.
Ed Oliver had a fantastic game, let me tell you. Great game.
Yeah, give me the Bills.
All right, up next we got the Patriots taking on the Dolphins.
The Finns looked awful. They looked really, really bad. With that being said, I'm going to take the Dolphins. They're at home. I don't think they're going to put together that bad of a performance again. They had a players-only meeting. I think they understand the significance of this season, right? It's Tyreek's. He's 31. He's not getting any younger. Tua really did not play well either. They just really all around look bad.
Yep.
So I'm gonna give it to. I'm gonna give it to I'm gonna give it to the Finns.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know why after that bad of a performance, I still feel like the Dolphins will win this game because I agree with you. I think I'm going Finns here because Drake May really didn't look that bad Week 1, but the Patriots are just not a very good team all around.
No.
Like, there's not enough weapons around him, not enough protection for him, just no pass rush there. And, yeah, give me the Dolphins just locking in and getting a win here.
All right, we got a battle of the big cats. Jaguars going to Cincinnati to take on the Bengals.
The Bengals really didn't look great, but they never look great to start the season off. So you take that as.
And it was a divisional game, so like that's gonna happen sometimes.
Right. With them being in Cincinnati, I'll take the Bengals. I mean, Hunter looked solid. Travis did look solid. They moved him a lot around behind the line of scrimmage. Not really a whole lot of really letting him be explosive. He did play a couple snaps on defense, but I don't think he really made an impact.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go with Cincy. That's partially because Joe Burrow is my fantasy quarterback, and I need more from you this week. But I'm gonna go with Cincy.
Yeah, I'm going with Cincy as well. I don't think the Jaguars, they played the Panthers week 1, and they're another team that's just not there yet.
Yeah.
Bryce had that breakout to end last season, but
Rod Wave needs to talk to him again.
did not look the same.
Nah.
He looked reverted back to his old self, really. And I don't think that's because the Jaguars' defense is that good, even.
Yeah.
I think that was mainly just on him.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bengals, I think there's got to be a year where they just turn it around and just start off with a solid record. They don't have to work back from the trenches.
Yeah.
So give me the Bengals.
All right, up next we got the Niners going to the Superdome to face the Saints.
Look, with how injured San Francisco is, this game is going to be a straight poo-poo game. That's just the best way to say it.
Rattler versus Jones, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, really. New Orleans kept it close with Arizona. You know what? Let's go with the boys from New Orleans. Let's go with the Saints. Fred Warner's great, but Fred Warner can't play offense. And so I really don't know how the Niners score. I think the Saints are a little bit more healthy on offense, and that's why I'm going to go with the Saints. Mac has been a starter before, but I'm going to go with the Saints.
I would argue that Mac Jones is better than any of the quarterbacks the Saints currently have on their roster
That's
right now.
right.
And that's the reason I'm going to pick the Niners. And, also, you've got the Saints wide receiver 1, Olave, pretty much throwing Rattler under the bus for hospital balls. There's no sort of connection there. And it feels like if the Saints don't end up with the worst record in the league this season, something's wrong just coaching-wise. I feel like the coaching staff knows, we're tanking to get that number 1 pick this year. I got to go with the Niners, even though it is going to be an awful game.
All right, Browns-Ravens.
Well, this game has some hype behind it because of, all the comments been going around. Derrick Henry's not hard to take down. Derrick Henry's saying, wait till Sunday. I think it's just the Ravens. I think Derrick Henry comes out with the fire to the likes of which the man had never seen before.
What?
So we're going to go with the Ravens.
The likes that man has never seen before?
Yes.
So it's going to be a slaughter.
Yes.
Okay.
Flacco did not look that great. He didn't look bad. But he didn't.
They kept it close. Come on. And, the Ravens did choke away the game. They scored 40 points, but how many answered? 18 unanswered in that fourth quarter?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That is just awful. With that said, I'm going to pick the Ravens.
Right, yeah.
But, I think they win by maybe 7-10 points, but it's a divisional game still. Yeah. And I don't think those games really ever go in big blowouts. And, yeah.
All right.
Gotta go with the Ravens.
Hey.
All right, we got your Bears
Let's go Bears!
taking on the Lions.
Man, look. If there's a way to lose, the Bears will find a way to lose. And last week, that wasn't cool what they did. But I'm still going to take the Bears every week. It's not like that's going to change. I think Ben, yes, he's going back to Detroit. It's going to be it's going to be loud.
Public enemy number 1.
It's going to be rowdy. Dan Campbell literally said, we have to win this game. I think the Lions are preparing for it to be physical. But the Bears get Jalen Johnson, TJ Edwards back this week. So they're a little bit healthier, though Kyler and Grady Jarrett are still out. So that'll be partially a problem, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Ben wants to go to Detroit, and I think Ben wants to win this game just as bad as Detroit does. And I think Caleb plays better this week, so I'm going to go with the Bears.
The Bears bit me last week.
Yes, they did.
I bid with them, and I was very confident about 2.5 quarters of the game through, and then everything just went to crap. So, and now they're facing the Lions in week 2.
Yeah.
So,
But Lions did not look good last week.
but they're still the Lions at the end of the day, and I think after that loss,
Yeah, they're still the Lions at the end of the day.
Dan Campbell and the Lions realize how big this game is for the rest of the season. If they drop the first 2 as a team that's supposed to be contending for a Super Bowl, there's something seriously wrong. I think Goff has to lock in more. He did not look good in week 1, and get Amon-Ra involved. It didn't seem like the scheme was open for him at all, and that may be because Ben Johnson is gone. They're adjusting to having 2 new coordinators, which is a big deal. But I think the Bears, while, yes, they're on the come-up, I don't think they give the Lions much problems this week.
All right, we got the battle of Peyton Manning's old teams with the Broncos going to Lucas Oil Stadium to take on the Colts.
I mean, can we talk about Danny Dimes for a second?
Inspirational.
Danny Dimes. I mean, the only quarterback in the 21st century to score on every single drive of a game. It's pretty impressive.
Put him in the Hall.
Pretty good.
Hall of decent.
Hall of, he had that one good year once.
Yeah.
Yeah. Denver did not impress me against Tennessee, especially a home game. You know that you need to start the season off strong. I mean, you had playoff aspirations. You kind of came from out of left field last year.
Yeah.
I think Sean Payton's a great coach. So I think he's going to have his team ready. So I'm going to take Denver this week. I don't think the Broncos defense is as bad as Miami, so I don't think Indianapolis is going to run up and down the field again.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with the Broncos.
This is like one of the biggest toss-ups of the week, in my opinion. I think that's mainly because it is at Lucas Oil.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that definitely helps the Colts a lot. I'm not sure if Daniel Jones is really that good for this whole season.
Yeah.
But I really just want to pick the Colts here because of how bad the Broncos did look last week.
Okay.
Like, just as a unit, the offense did not look very good. The defense looked okay, but not as good as you would have expected. So I'll take the Colts.
All right, Panthers versus the Cardinals.
Just based on Bryce Young's play last week, I'm going to have to go with the Cards again. I mean, the Cards didn't look spectacular. Kyler definitely had some bumps on the road last week. He didn't look great. But I think this is a game where you can probably run up the score a little bit if they play it the right way. So I'm going to go with the Cards again. I just think that Bryce Young really didn't look good. It doesn't give me a reason to feel inspired for this week to pick the Panthers.
Yeah, really not a great 3 p.m. slate here. I mean, with these two games that we just said. I think this game is especially not going to be very good. Like, I still think Bryce Young will be a quality starter one day, but that's not going to happen this week.
Unless Rod Wave spoke to him.
I don't think so. I don't think he's been in contact.
Okay.
I think Kyler's going to look a lot better this week.
For
and
sure.
The Cardinals will take the dub.
Rematch of the Super Bowl. Eagles taking on the Chiefs.
And it turns around. With a 3 p.m. slate.
You know, I'll just take this one first as a Chiefs fan. You got it.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Man, this is big. Especially after dropping that week 1. Oh, man. They're going to want this bad. At Arrowhead, it's going to be the loudest stadium in the NFL. It's going to be insane. This game is going to be so hype. Oh, my gosh. If Spag doesn't bring the defense ready to play this week, something's wrong. You let 40 up in the Super Bowl and you don't have any bite back, there will be problems. Yes, there is an issue with having Worthy and Rice out. That's going to be a big struggle. But with the game plan being so heavily featured around Worthy last week and him having to pivot mid-game to something else, I think with that prep time this week, the Chiefs take the dub. Can't go against them. Start 1-1.
I'll make my pick very, very clear. I'll do 3 words just for you. Fly, Eagles, fly.
You're so rude.
Shut up. Next pick.
All right, for Sunday Night Football, we got the Falcons going up to Minnesota to take on the Vikings.
Oh, the Dirty Birds hurt me last week, man. Youngway Koo. Needed that OT. I think we would have won. I think we.
We?
Yes, because I picked
Your
them.
Falcons?
Yeah, the Dirty Birds, okay? You know what? McCarthy looked better in the second half. I think Jettas really gets involved. They're at home. I think McCarthy settles in earlier from the jump. I say Minnesota in a close one.
You know, McCarthy got me fired up watching him post-game just get hype for his team after really not playing like amazingly, but locking in after throwing that pick 6. With that said, I'm going to go with the Dirty Birds this week. I think they come to play, even though it's in Minnesota. I like Penix a lot, and that's really all I'm basing this pick around.
Sure. Bijan played well too, so gotta have that.
Well, through the air, like not as a runner, like at all. It was like a yard per carry.
Shout out Bijan.
All right, we got 2 games on Monday, starting with the Buccaneers versus the Texans.
Sorry. You want me to go first? Well, Tampa did win, so I guess there's that. Houston really did not look very good, like at all. So I think this one, I want to pick Houston, but I don't want to pick Houston. That's kind of where I'm at right now. So I'm gonna go with Tampa. I think Baker leads his boys on Sunday Night Football, or Monday Night Football. Sorry, and let him bake. I guess.
Let them bake.
Let him bake.
Houston will be like a good team at some point in the season, but I think they do dig themselves in a hole to start the year.
Yeah.
I think not having Joe Mixon hurt a lot more than they would have expected. I think, and then Stroud really, outside of like Nico and was Tank healthy week 1?
No.
Yeah, I
Tank
think not
might-
having him is
yeah.
just huge. Like he does not have as much help as he had last year. So give me the Bucks.
All right, for the late game on Monday, AFC West matchup, Chargers-Raiders.
Well, unfortunately, Mark Davis, I will be going against you this week, and we're gonna go with the Bolts, the Chargers. I think Herbert looked very, very good against Kansas City, and if they can get timely contributions, I mean, go Chargers, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, as a Chiefs fan, like after watching a team beat you like that and just like Herbert just absolutely knife his way through our defense, if they don't win this game, I will be disappointed. Like I want the Chargers to be good so that loss means we lost to a very good team. So as a selfishly going for my team, I think the Chargers are going to kill the Raiders.
Sorry, Pete Carroll. Sorry, Pete Carroll. Yeah, I think that concludes Pickles for this week.
Do we want to do Thursday Night Football?
Nah.
No.
We'll get to that
Yeah,
at some point,
yeah.
some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, we'll probably do it in the reel.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. All right. So that'll be it for Pickles. Hopefully.
Hopefully we do better this week.
Yeah, because I mean, the fact that Ian had the best record definitely says something. Like we're supposed to be the sports watchers.
And Ian just upshowed us.
Yeah.
Showed us up.
I'm sure.
Upshowed, man.
All right. Everybody's favorite time. Actually, it's just specifically Gabriel's favorite time.
Shout out Gabriel.
Shout out Gabriel. It's time for the MLB rundown, real fast. It's still September baseball, meaningful games. My Cubbies did win today, so I feel good. We're at 84 wins, so hopefully that means that we win another game, so we don't do the same thing 3 years in a row. I really don't want to go 84 and 78 again. I'm tired of it.
Tired of mediocrity.
Anyways, I mean, just going down the line here real fast. Toronto just played a good series against Houston, but Houston, they've been sliding. That's brought the Mariners back into the AL West. They were my pick to win the AL West in the first episode when I talked about it. I said I think Houston just blows it and the Mariners are fully healthy and that they're going to get there. They're now tied for first.
Mm-hmm.
So that has come around in my favor. I'm very happy with myself. Shout out Julio. He's my favorite player. He's made timely contributions time and time again. Looking like a top 5 MVP finish again, potentially. Toronto, I know I said them first, and you'll whatever.
It's fine.
You'll deal with it. Toronto still leading the AL East. They look good. Really, did not a whole lot that seems that will slow them down. I'm just going to be honest. I think that they go in, and that will put the Yankees and the Red Sox in the wild card. That's pretty much who I'm going to take out of there. I don't really think that they blow up. I mean, they play a pivotal series. They start tonight, actually. It's arguably the best rivalry in baseball. It is the best rivalry in baseball. So that'll be a fun. I think it's three game set. I think so. That'll be a whole lot of fun. They're in Fenway, so obviously that adds a little bit more to it every time. Because I just think Boston hates New York more than New York hates Boston. Like Boston gives that little brother energy to New York.
I agree.
Yeah, it's kind of like St. Louis and Chicago. Like I think they don't like us more than we don't.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's yeah. At this point, there's still only two teams eliminated, so really, anybody really has a chance. But Milwaukee's been sliding too, so the Cubs are only 5 games back at the time of recording this. I still don't think that they catch them. Milwaukee's probably be the first team to 90 wins. They need to win one more game. Don't really think nothing's really stopping them.
Mm-hmm.
I do think they fall apart in the playoffs. I don't think that they win because even if they get the bye, the first team they play out of that wild card series is either going to be the Cubs or the Padres, where things stand right now. And I think the Cubs won the season series, so I think the Cubs win that series, even if it's in Milwaukee for most of it. I don't care. Phillies look great. Philly's still my pick to win. They just swept the Mets in a pivotal series. The Mets are falling apart, and if the Mets don't make the playoffs, I mean, wow. They have like the third highest payroll in baseball. You just gave Juan Soto $800 million. How do you not be a playoff team? I don't understand. Because
They'll make the playoffs.
You think so?
I'm guessing.
They're only a game and a half ahead of San Francisco.
So you really think they're gonna
They
fall
potentially
apart
could.
here? Okay.
Well, Soto's already a champion. My nose is really itchy. My allergies are going crazy. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. Fight through.
I'm really trying.
Yep.
I just know that I love baseball so much. Yeah. So I don't think New York completely falls apart, but if San Francisco keeps winning at the pace that they're winning at, I mean, they're 7-3 in their last 10. They have a shot.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess lastly, AL Central. I did just write an article about the Royals. They unfortunately really did not play well. I mean, their chances went from 8% to 1.4 over the past weekend because they lost 3 or 4 to the Guardians.
And they're playing the Phillies right now.
They're playing the Phillies right now.
Yeah.
They are winning, but it's the top of the first.
yeah.
So, at the time of this recording, so we'll see what happens. Detroit really has not looked good in the second half. I don't know what happened to their momentum, but they've completely fallen flat. So, I mean, yeah, I guess that's the quick rundown. Gabriel, I will be sharing my next article to mention Michael Garcia because I know that you're watching and I know that you hated that I didn't do it. So, I hope that you're still watching.
Fun baseball.
He's a fun baseball kid, I'll tell you that. Hopefully we can get him on one day.
Michael? I hope so too. Yeah.
No, I'm talking to you, Dewey. Yeah.
Oh.
Dewey's
Okay.
Gabriel.
We should aim for Michael too. I think he'd be a good addition.
Yeah, for sure. Well, after the MLB rundown this week, we do have the return of a hot take.
Ooh, man.
Yeah.
I can present it because we skipped over last week because I had no hot takes in the brain. After Tristan brought his Cowboys, didn't really lose the Michael Parsons trade as much as everyone wanted to let it go. And I think that's not a bad take thus far.
Thank you, sir.
But my hot take this week is not sports related. It is life related, I'd say.
Sure.
Everyone's gone through this probably.
Yeah.
But it's more of a hot take argument because we're both going to have our opinions here.
Yeah.
Is it worse to be left on delivered or on red? I'm on the hot take side saying that it's worse to be left on delivered.
Literally nobody has agreed with this man.
We've asked so many people around campus.
Nobody has agreed with this man. Like, I don't think you understand. What you're not understanding is...
Well, can I explain mine?
Okay, fine.
Just some background. Here's my thing. So, choosing to be to leave someone undelivered, right? That's giving them no attention whatsoever. Not a time in your day to go even open the message. If you leave them on red, hey, I made the effort to at least see what they said, but hey, I don't care enough to reply. Left undelivered, you don't care enough in general at all about this person.
B-Man is laughing at you behind the camera, by the way.
B-Man doesn't know nothing, okay?
No, I think he's making valid points, though.
These are valid, though, yes.
What's wrong with
Because I think if you're left undelivered, that means that the other person just doesn't care. Red, they care, but they just don't care about the message. That makes perfect sense. Don't squint your eyes at me. Open your eyes.
Can I give my counter argument now?
Yeah, that's why I stopped talking.
You're done now? Okay, good. All right. I think that it's worse to be left on red. Because if you're left on red, that means that person opened your message and literally was like, you know what? I'm not going to respond to them. How do you think that makes... That makes me feel less valuable. Whereas delivered, people are busy.
See, I get that. That's how you probably feel because
Because you leave me on red all the time?
No, you actually left me on red today, I think. But here's
Go ahead, show
the
the camera.
thing. You're not going to see shit.
Show the camera. Show the camera.
I'm not going to show. I don't have the time for this.
Oh, okay.
But back to that. So you'd rather have someone, at least if I'm left on red, I know, hey, they don't care. That's fine. I can move on. If I'm left on delivered, that's just like, fuck, dude.
So
they, like,
okay.
I'm still waiting for a response, pretty much. Like, I'm just waiting in anticipation.
But when you get left on red, so you just said that at least you know they don't care. Being left undelivered, yeah, there's so many unknowns. They could be busy. Like, you're a busy guy yourself. Sometimes I know if you
I still at least open the message, though. To leave you on red, because I prefer to be left on red.
Why? But it's a terrible way to live your life.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
It
is.
hasn't. It's done pretty well for me so far.
No, it hasn't. You're still single.
Ah.
Okay then.
How are you talking either with your red argument, man?
Bro, because being left on red is so, just in general, but especially when it comes to the females, it's even worse to be just left on red. That means that they saw your message and they're like, you know what, this dude's corny. I don't want to respond to him.
That's good.
No, that's not
Mark him off the
good.
list.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
I can give up now.
Why would you want to give up?
Because
Oh my
it's
God.
too much effort sometimes. And if I just see it's undelivered, I'm just going to be thinking of what was. At least I'm left on red.
Because
I can put that out of my mind and be like, they don't care.
Why would you want to be left on red? Delivered, there's so much more of like, you could
Because there's a definitive answer
if
with
you're
left on red.
If you're left on delivered for 2 days, you know not to text them. There's a different, where left on open is more painful. You think that I like
No,
it?
it's not.
Yes, it is. It's so much more of a painful feeling.
I would rather me send a message, you open it
gosh.
like a minute later and
Oh
never
my God.
respond to it,
Why is that what you would prefer?
then leave me undelivered for like 3 days or some shit.
Oh my gosh. Because we're really in a time crunch.
Bannock decided.
I still, even though you made some really good valid points, Colin, I still think it's worse to be left.
That's fine.
on
That's
red.
fine.
I have won every single thing that we've deferred to.
But, however, you did
We've
change
done
my
two.
mind. I think it's a lot closer in my mind than it was.
Yeah,
Can
neither are good feelings, okay? Don't touch the mic,
good.
okay?
If any of you leave me unopened from now on, I'm talking to all of you. I'm talking to my mom, I'm talking to you.
Yeah, leave him undelivered because he loves that.
No, don't.
He loves that shit.
Don't do either. Respond to me when I text you. People.
Can we do lock, stock, flops? Please.
What about the top
Please.
5?
Can we do top 5?
Okay. Top 5. B-Man actually presented it this time. Please.
Top 5 NBA jerseys of all time.
All right.
We can just jump right into it. We're both big NBA guys. Can't wait for NBA season to start. We'll have some fun stuff for you.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm good to just jump in if you want to start to number 5.
If you're good to jump in, I thought you were like, I'll go first. I'm not ready with my number 5.
I'm
go ahead,
probably
please.
ready. I already talked a little bit about this earlier with Tristan and Bannock, but I'm going to go with the Pacers pinstripe jersey. I'm an Indiana Pacers fan. I love the pinstripes jersey, so why would I not pick pinstripes of my team?
Fair enough. I think that number 5, we can go with. Let's go with. I like the Boston Whites. I think that they're iconic. I think when it comes to just an iconic jersey, it's a clean look. So I'm gonna go with the Boston Whites for 5.
I don't agree.
That's fine.
My number 4, I'm gonna go with I'll show you right here, the Denver Nuggets skyline jerseys with the the white ones with the yellow lettering. I think those are pretty cool, showing off the city. It's pretty cool.
4, I'm gonna go with the purple Utahs with the mountains.
Very
I
good.
think
It's on
the
the
first
same
person
level.
I think of is like Stockton.
Jordan Clarkson.
John Stockton. That's who I think of. Your 3.
My 3. This one gets a little harder for me. Because honestly, I think I had my 2 and 1 coming into this. So, give me the old Orlando Magic throwbacks. One with the star.
Oh,
and the,
those are
and the
nice.
lettering.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking of Penny when I'm thinking of that jersey. Penny and Shaq.
Yeah.
I like those ones.
Hey, that's a
He's its pinstripe and cool design.
That's a good pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Number 3, I'm gonna go with the Bulls black and red pinstripes. I think that's just like you think of Jordan immediately. Literally every NBA player talks about how much they love that jersey. The Bulls actually brought them back because of the love of the jersey. So I think it's a great jersey. Gonna take that as my 3.
Yeah, good pick.
I think our 1s and 2s are gonna be very similar, by the way.
My number 2 is the Vancouver Grizzlies jerseys.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think since they were such short-lived, but they were so good, and we've seen like Memphis do the resurgence of those jerseys again, and they just look so clean on whoever wears them.
I have the same number 2, and I think we're gonna have the same number 1. Are you thinking Toronto?
Toronto. The
Yeah,
Raptors.
that's
That's
great.
pretty, like, undisputed,
That's
right?
elite. By the way, I want to change my 5. My number 5 is the T Wolves, like the throw with like KG there.
That's good.
Yeah, no,
That's
that's my number 5. Yeah, that's much better than my Celtics. The Celtics pick was just like on the spot.
Hey,
Yeah.
it
So
happens.
yeah, I think we go what I say: T Wolves, Jazz, Bulls, Pinstripes, and then Vancouver, Toronto. I think
Yeah, that's got to be mine too. Vancouver, Toronto to fill out the top 2.
Toronto Purples.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
no,
purple
those are
ones.
good. The white ones are good too, but I think the purple ones are more iconic.
We both thinking of Vince, right?
And like
T-Mac, the dunk contest.
the minty throwback Grizzlies jersey.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
The white ones are nice too, though. I do like the white throwbacks, but yeah, that whole design is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Now we can move on to your lock stops.
I was just so excited to give everyone my fantasy picks.
Well, you did really bad. We both did really bad.
One of your picks was a game that already happened. Like, how is that fair?
It already happened.
Okay, yeah, I'll own up to it right now, and then we'll never talk about it again. Jalen Waddle, not a lock. Really, the whole Dolphins offense.
Neither was
not a lock.
McLaurin, so I mean.
Yeah, bad locks
Yeah.
to start off. We'll say that. We'll be better today. But as far as my flop pick went, Malik Neighbors. He flopped. That's a good pick.
I don't remember who I said.
You said the Cowboys receivers, even though they already
Yes, that was the
It's
past.
off topic,
Okay,
yeah.
this time I'll do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you want to start or do you want to hand it to me?
We're gonna go with locks first.
Yeah, we'll go lock, stock, flop.
Locks. Derrick Henry. That you.
Ultimate lock.
I think. Right, you may think that's cheap or whatever, but I don't think you understand. He definitely has a fire under him. Like, the Browns called him out personally. He ran rampant against Buffalo. It's a divisional game. He knows the importance. He's 31, still moving the way that he is. I think he has a big game. So I'm going to go Derrick Henry for my lock.
I like it. My lock, A.J. Brown. He flopped week 1 big time, and he's too good of a receiver not to bounce back. And as a Chiefs fan, I know how we perform against top-tier wide receivers. Not well. And I don't think that's going to change. McDuffie's not really like someone that travels a whole bunch. So I think when McDuffie is on him, he'll lock him down. But other than that, I think A.J. Brown eats.
Person I want to take stock in this week. Let's go with I can't remember his full name, but Bill from Washington.
Krosky Merritt?
Yeah, Krosky Merritt. Because I think Eckler just got hurt yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Bill, as he wants to be called, he's the person to take stock in because he got good carries in that first week.
Yep.
So I think now he's really going to play a role. They expect him to do good things. I'm gonna take him.
Yeah, I like that pick. And then mine's going to be Titans wide receiver, Alec Aomanor.
You were talking about that.
Yep. I still haven't gotten the exact stat down, but it's like total like potential yards or something like that. He had like 120. I can pull up his stuff right now, but Cam Ward loves him. He targeted him 7 times, only caught 2 of those balls. But the target share is what's really important for receivers at the end of the day. So I think that shows that maybe not this week specifically, but in a couple weeks, he probably won't take over the Titans wide receiver 1 role, but I think he should easily surpass Old Man Lockett for the number 2 position.
And then flops. Who do you think will flop
Indeed.
this week?
This is tough.
I'm gonna go Amon Ra. I think
Really?
Yeah.
After flopping week 1?
I'm gonna take back-to-back flops because Johnson's back. I think he shadows, and I just think the Bears genuinely defensively did not play that bad of a game. I think they got tired and they played a lot of that fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go with Amon Ra.
Okay. I don't hate it. For my flop, I'm gonna go Jordan Mason. I think
You're just mad.
I'm not mad.
Yes, he's mad. He has Aaron
he's in
Jones.
no, I don't have Aaron Jones.
Oh,
I do
sorry.
have Aaron Jones in one of my teams,
Yeah.
but that's not what I'm thinking because Aaron Jones still had a really good fantasy week from the touchdown catch.
Oh, he did do that.
Yeah, but Jordan Mason, like he really didn't have like a great yards per carry or anything. It was like just over 3.
Jordan Mason, so you should be taking stock in, folks.
And he had a touchdown, but
Listen
what's that going to do for
Listen
you?
to me.
And
Stop.
who are they going up? ATL's defense, like that's not like
without Grady Jarrett.
that's not great.
Yeah.
But I think in a split backfield, he's projected for 15 points after that week 1.
Yeah.
That's way too high for him. I think Jordan Mason flops.
Or whatever.
Okay.
All right. Well, fan favorite, huh? Fan favorite.
Dog of the week.
Dog of the week. I think my pick as a Bears fan, if you watch the game, I think you should know who it is. It's Nashawn Wright. Not a starter coming out of preseason, comes in, returns a pick 6, Also was listed as the fastest ball carrier, running 21.6 miles an hour, something like that, on his pick six return. Doing that while guarding Jefferson. He played the route well. JJ just threw it. It was a bad ball. It wasn't a good choice, but he played the route well. I'm going to go Nashawn. He had a good game overall. So, yeah, Nashawn Wright.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out my Bears.
Yep, I'm going with one recent in memory. I got Tucker Kraft from last night's game.
Fitting.
Not a quiet
A
stat
Bear and a
line
Packer.
at all.
Yeah.
6 catches for 124 and a touchdown. I think
He's slowly becoming.
I think soon enough he might be
Too
ineligible for the dog of the week
Yeah.
because he's becoming too good. You're right.
Yeah.
Because it was a question between him and Luke Musgrave for a while who the real tight end one was, but I think all of those have shut down after tonight. He is fast for a tight end. He's 6'5", so it's an insane build for him. And with the receivers being out, I think Love continues to target him. And yeah, great game against the Commies.
Bear and a Packer, huh? How fitting.
Yeah.
Don't pick the Packers when that Bears-Packers game comes around. I'll be in full.
Well, we'll see how each team
Full
doing
Bear
by
costume?
then.
You think
The
that-
Packers look like the best team in the league right now, so it's gonna be tough.
All right. Well, it's about that time. Song of the week. Figured this out while I was in my car, actually waiting for Colin and Bennett to get here. I listened to it. And I was like, you know what?
We got here before you.
No, I was here before you. Then I left and I came back.
Oh, right.
Because
Because that makes sense.
I literally texted you that I was already here. You can read
What's your
that.
song of the week?
Treasure, Bruno Mars.
Classic.
Yeah, a good song.
Yeah.
Gets
Good
your
song.
song.
Oh, absolutely.
Great karaoke song.
Yeah, my song is Anniversary by Tony. Very long song, 9 minutes, but it's pretty good.
For this week, I got Rinsed by Dean Blunt.
I don't know that one.
I don't know.
Ah, one week we're
not
gonna get
happening
it.
yet. Oh, man. Ah.
Over under week 10. Do we
Week
get
10?
Do we get him?
I feel like you're just trying to make us off our toes at this point.
I'm just going through
Just going through
my
the
top
ball.
Spotify songs
Okay.
of the week.
It's valid, B-Man.
All right, B-Man. Well, guys, we appreciate you sticking through another episode with us. Hopefully this one was a little bit more efficient. I would say so.
I would say so.
Yeah. No, definitely. So, please, Colin actually finally got the TikTok up. I don't think he's posted anything.
Once I actually post a video to the TikTok, then we will post it everywhere. Make sure to go follow. I'm trying to beat Tristan for the Instagram account. We're trying to make the TikTok better than the Instagram, so support me.
But yeah, but
Support us.
Yes, support
But me
us. Don't worry. Hey, and if we get enough traction, merch could be coming out soon. His dad is fired up.
He
about
wants the merch.
He's
I don't know,
fired
man.
up.
He's making designs. He's sending them up.
Shout out Jim.
So maybe a giveaway at some point.
Oh
I
my
don't know.
god!
I don't know,
No,
man.
the giveaway's going to me. I'm
What?
rigging the giveaway. I'm totally rigging the giveaway.
It's corrupt.
Yeah, no, of course. But guys, please continue to ride with us. Please like and subscribe. Please share the video so we can get it to people that don't know who we are. Okay, we know all of you.
Yes, thank you for being our friends. But
God.
but we want to get to some strangers.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all though.
Yeah, I Gabriel. You probably smell. Anyways, bye guys.